Alright, what's up guys? It's Wheeler. I'm going to try and make this video to help with drag attacks. I'm doing this based off of a replay from the last war, so it's not really the optimal way to do it, because I'd rather be able to show from the scouting and like the logic behind which AD to attack and the buildings and how that's all going to work, but this is the best I can do before we go to war next. So I was saying something. Not so much. Okay, so anyways, let's go over to the replay. You'll notice that, excuse me, you'll notice that when it comes up, the base will start off with, it'll have 4 army camps on like the left bottom wall, and then there's like 3 builders' huts and a barracks, I think, on the bottom right. And those are going to be the buildings that we want to take out first. Because ultimately what you want to do when you're drag attacking is find the AD that has the least amount of buildings in front of it. And that's the one you're going to take out first. So you want to clear those buildings out of the way with either your archers, Barb King if you have one, if you're using wizards, whatever you're using. Take those buildings out. That way your drags aren't sitting back getting pounded on by the AD while you're waiting for those crappy buildings to get taken away. Let me pull up this attack real quick. There it goes. Okay. So in this instance, these 4 army camps, like I checked that AD first, and those are out of range of that. So I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and launch drags on that, on those 4 army camps. The things that the Barb King's taking out right now, you could easily take those out with archers. I like to use a P.E.K.K.A, as most of y'all know. If you can't hold a P.E.K.K.A, you can get an extra, drag in your CC, and then make 40 archers instead. So see how they take those out? As soon as those are all taken out, and get close and rage. So you rage the AD. You'll notice I don't ever worry about the CC troops. Those are coming out now. When I launched these drags, I kept 2 back intentionally. So those level 6 wizards are going to beat the hell out of these drags. But I don't care because I have some more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there's my other 2 coming in. The reason I took the Barb King down there was so that the drag didn't go over there and get lost and try and take that out. Now there's the rage again. Rage the TH. And in this instance, it worked well because the AD was close, so the 1 rage is going to take out the AD and the TH. This is also like a little leash, because if you'll notice, the drags only take out the buildings that are closest to them while they're in the rage spell. So they really won't fly off per se. Now I use 10 minions to go along with this, and that bomb is the problem with that. When you do this, if you use minions, what you're hoping for is that the drags are going to go in and suck up all of the air bombs, especially the ones with the splash damage. And then that way, in case you do come up short or your drags get lost and they didn't hit the AD, but they've cleared everything else out, you can send those minions in, and they'll generally take out your the TH for you. You can use, some wizards or some more archers instead of those minions. Generally, what I like to do is, the reason that I would usually use them, is if the ADs were positioned a little different. So say those 2 were right there, and then there was another one like right here where this cannon is. That would make it a little tougher because you're trying to take that out for that AD out first, and then you're coming in here, and then there's these 2. So if you wanted to, like, you could come in and take out these 2 ADs. Now your drags might go down, but then if there was an AD over here, you would still be able to get to the town hall with some minions without having to worry about getting hit by that AD. The reason I said this wasn't a very good base to show you from is because it's pretty consolidated. This is really probably a better base for hogs. But if there was, say, buildings all coming down this side and then more buildings on this side, what I would do is I would start 1 drag over... Uh-oh. What I would do is start one drag over in this area, and I'd probably launch a Barb King and some archers over here, or even another drag over here. Because what that does is, as the drags are attracted to the outside buildings, if you already have one getting on those, they generally won't fly over there to try and help that one out too much. So at that point, if you have a couple wide, and then you come with your main force down the middle somewhere here, then you can still rage everything you need to rage without them flying away, because you already have the drag help on either side where those blue dots are. So that's the gist of it. I launched the P.E.K.K.A. up there, as you can see, because I was a little worried about time. I didn't really need the third rage right there. I did it really because I wasn't sure what base I was going to have to attack for cleanup. I usually try and let you guys do what y'all want, and then I'll go do whatever needs to get done. So I didn't know what spells I would need, so I just went ahead and used the rage spell just to make sure of time and to get rid of it, kind of, in case I needed 3 lightnings or something for the next one. So that is generally pretty much the gist of it. You guys, I'll try and make a better video. I'll choose a better base, and on the next war, generally the bases I face have 380s anyway, so I will either hit one of those, or on my cleanup I'll make sure that I attack something like that, and hopefully it'll have some more buildings on the outside of the walls, so we can I can kind of show you how to go over that without losing the drags. Okay, so hopefully this helped out everybody. If you have any questions or anything, leave it in the comments, or just hit me up when you see me on the game chat, and I'll try and help you out as I can. All right, Wheeler Williams out this bitch.